Heimer's bad if you're dead on like, you know, if the game is closing out on like turn 5 or 6, then Heimer's gonna be bad. And not literally ending, but like, you know, where you need to offset the pressure before the game is lost from you. And if you're alive until turn 10, then Heimer's also bad. But there is this like narrow window where like, you know, if you want to stabilize, there's like Heimer helps for like 2 turns basically. Yeah, so I'm just playing this this deck we've seen a lot of. I actually quite like this hand. I'll just do a full keep, I think. I'm happy with 2 Ice Veil Archers. I just love the card. Just does quite a bit. I did toss out a Sedpora. That's why you play Heimer with Aggro, you put the pressure on them. I don't know about Heimer. I like the assembly bot in that deck though. I literally Vindrils, I was talking about assembly bot aggro literally last night. I think it's actually a sweet idea, unironically, even though I think your other deck is shit.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
Yeah, it works for me. Let's go ahead and get our sentry dead. Lucker noob only master because abusing brainless spam spell deck. Play a real deck like Elusives. Good luck in silver once this deck gets nerfed to lol. That's high tier, dude. That's actually a good one. Yeah, it's a good pasta. I dig it. I'm with it. Yeah, I'm ready to... Let's just go straight into spell mana. This guy's floating. He's burning 2 mana here. That seems kind of crazy. We hit the poor herd of nuts.
Now, where did that one run off to?
I don't know, man, dude. It's such a bomb, dude. It's so crazy how much better this is than Chump Wump. And Chump Wump is already crazy.
You earn the right to call themselves Trifarian.
Like, how do you say no to this? How do you say no to this, man?
Where'd they go off to?
I literally said this like 3 days after I started playing the game. I was like, elusives and spells are too powerful. They're going to increase the cost of them both. Yeah, I think we all did, right? Spells? I don't know if I said that about spells. I don't know if I'd say that about spells right now. I don't think this deck is too powerful right now. My friend, that pasta is a point of irony. But yeah, I mean, I think elusives are definitely overpowered. So we're at the 10 card hand. We got all the Poros. This is all we want, man. Seems like this deck is about hyper thinning, so you reliably draw your win con. Yeah, exactly. Glenn is such a good game. Yeah, me too. Would you play this version over the other Ezreal you made? I like the Poros. Undecided on the Heimer. I updated my Ezreal deck online to reflect the Poro package. Heimerdinger, we'll see. We'll see. It's something I want to try out. It would... I think if I did want to include Heimer, it would probably send the deck in a different direction, which is awkward.
Winter take you.
Winter take you.
I'll do it myself.
I was gonna say. Interesting. So we're at a 9 card hand, and we don't want to burn mana here. I think I just Static Shock, actually. I think I do need to look for something else. And the Static Shock is always fine. I kind of know I want to target these right now anyway. I hope this game succeeds. I like this game. Yeah, me too. I don't know. I mean, even if it doesn't grow, I'll still play it. I really do like this one. I don't know. I tend to only drop games when they fucking get ruined, so... I drop games really, really, really slowly. Like, every game I leave, I'm always like the last person to leave. I guess in Gwent I left like the same time as like... Actually, like, literally all of us left Gwent at the same time, huh? But normally for any other game, I'm like... when it starts going bad and dying, I hang in there for a good bit longer than I fucking should. It's a weird hand, man. This is a very strange hand. We're looking to play a chump wump. I'll just attack with this. That's fine.
This is our homeland.
You know, new card games don't succeed long time. You just jump from one card game to the next. Don't succeed long time. Yeah, I don't know. I think this one actually has potential. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's only 2 card games that have basically, like, even stuck around. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to do here. That's fine. I'm just gonna frostbite that. Like every card game other than like Hearthstone or Magic just hasn't stuck. Even Gwent didn't last very long in the grand scheme of things. Like Duelist was alive longer than Gwent. It was about the same. Gwent, like, okay, if we're talking closed beta, which don't get me wrong, I liked, but not a lot of people played. Then Gwent lived longer than Duelist. But Gwent died pretty fucking young. This is so weird, dude. How do you play this hand? I think I just Static Shock. I just need to cycle and just get my targeting in. Most card games don't commit suicide. I know a few that would tend to disagree. I think that's how they all die. I think it's 100% suicide rate.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
So this is a 10-card hand. If I play the Plucky Poro, we're not burning any mana. If I go for a Get Excited, it's more mana expensive, but I don't have to spend mana playing a Plucky Poro I know I don't actually want. I think I just take the Get Excited here, right? Kind of feels like it has to be right. Because I don't actually want this Plucky Poro. This feels fine. Oh, he's running Elixir Iron? Okay. Wah. I mean, I could play another Lonely Poro, develop more blockers. I don't know. I mean, if you open attacks, I'm pretty fine to just Harsh Winds it. I think pre-committing mana in that way feels kind of bad, honestly. It's so important in this game to just save mana for versatility. It's so important to just, like, not pre-commit. Like, saving mana is such a powerful concept. Just always. It's so much flexibility.
Only the finest serve.
So we've got Heimerdinger here. We're at 8 mana. And a 9-card hand. So it's always Iceveil Archer here. And it's always on the Glory Seeker, I think. Doesn't it have to be?
Not and ready.
That looks good. Draw 1 for 1, that card is literally broken. Yeah, Trifarian Assessor is good. This is definitely like one of the reasons to be in Noxus, for sure. Like if you like build around it better.
Can you give shout outs to Luca and Justin? Less than 3.
Hi, Luca and Justin. What's a shout out? This one's for the homies. Luca and Justin. How do you, like, actually, what do you actually say during a shout out?
My life forever, Rosa.
My life forever, Rosa. Brittle steel. I mean, we can harsh winds, right? 7 out of 8. I don't know. Do I even want to play Heimerdinger? Because it's like, I mean, obviously he's just going to get culling strikes. Like, Deck's running like 3 culling strikes, and he's on it. How can I play Heimerdinger if he's just going to get culling strikes for free? What's the point? I just don't get it. Like, we can rummage if I want to play like Chump Wump. We can play... There's a progress day. So we have an 8 card hand. So we just progress day from hand, right? For sure. That feels good. That feels great. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good about this one, actually. I guess I can just play like a marksman. Oh, he's got static shock. What if it's just better to, like, play some chumps? I can play 2 units for the price of 1. Oh, that's nuts.
Teeth big as tombstones.
So now I've got a 10 card hand and I'm on the search for Ezreal. So I'll just play the Affectionate Poro here. Challenger Poro real
All
MVP.
the world on one arrow.
Yeah, this Poro's nuts. Oh yeah. Oh no.
The time is right. Strike now.
Do I keep it alive with Brittle Steel? No, what a disaster. Flash freeze down.
Cut them apart.
I'll cut them apart. We're definitely taking a bit of damage here.
My aim
I don't know, sometimes
is
you just
true.
don't draw Ezreal. Oh no. 31? That's not fair. Static Shock. I mean, Static Shock is fine. We've got just enough. For, you know, the Brittle Steel turnaround, just quite neat. The nice thing about Heimerdinger is he does give you discard targets, mostly in himself. But also, when you play him on the board and you play a spell, he's like, oh, sure, something for you to discard. Which is non-useless. I'm sure I'll draw it one of these days. Just draw Ezreal. Like, imagine if this Heimerdinger was an Entreat. My hand is 10 cards. I have to take discards to go in. We have to rummage to open. The most non-committal rummage targets are Heimerdinger and Marksman, I think, actually. I think these two are actually the most non-committal rummage targets. Ezreal hits the board. There's actually, you know what? There is one argument for Heimerdinger, which is like the culling strike hits value against Ezreal anyway. I don't know.
Chill in the air.
I mean, the question is he gonna be able to push lethal next turn? I guess like harsh winds into open attack is pretty scary. So I guess he could threaten a really aggressive lethal. I don't know, I think I'm just fine to survive one more turn. Crystal Arrow? It's at slow speed. That's fine. I'll just play more trump blockers. As soon as he Crystal Arrows, I'll drop Ezreal and I think we're good. We should be fine. One of Ezreal, 2 Entreat, 3 Heimer. That would seem kind of strange to me, I think. So now, to get full mushrooms, I think I can just do this. Hearthguard's still talking? Yeah, visual bug over here. I could definitely see one Ezreal. Or I was thinking about, for a while, about like cutting down on Ezreals. So, it's a little hard to kill him from 18. The question is, I mean, how good are we for one turn? Since we're not drawing a card here, it's kind of awkward. He's got like, I mean, if he does like a double harsh winds into this attack, we're probably dead. And he could easily be on like double harsh winds to disable the blocks. So it's maybe just too awkward. I think that going for, I mean, you can play Heimerdinger early here, and then like when the culling strikes down, then you pre-develop Ezreal, which is quite nice.
The time is right. Strike now.
No harsh winds, okay. So I mean, I can just chump this out with Poros all day. If he does anything like super weird with might, then we need to block smaller things, so we can harsh winds bigger things. So I'll just harsh winds the 2 biggest things here, right? No matter what. Oh, we're at 8 suddenly? That feels fine. Looks good to me, fam. Okay, sweet. So we are at a 9-card hand, and with banking this much mana in, so to kill him without Culling Strike being able to do anything about it, we need to play 9 spells. And they all have to be at speed. So if we Ezreal now,
I'm so good,
he'll level on the spot. And here's a Culling Strike.
or you miss me.
So now this is very, very fascinating. How in are we going? Because I'm ready to go in. So here's the Culling Strike he's been holding all game. It's on the right side of his hand. Oh, you can shuffle your cards by doing that. You know what? I didn't actually realize that. Shit, you can shuffle your... Look! You can shuffle your cards by putting them on the stack and then taking them out. That's crazy. So we're just gonna start with some nice, light mushroom action. I think we need to actually discard both progress days here.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you
That's a
maybe
good draw.
speed things up a little?
So now we attack with Ezreal. So we got a few mushrooms into his deck. Hyped Culling Strike. I know this card on the left side of your hand is Culling Strike hyped. I know it is. Just do it. Oh, he has 2? Oh, it's Harsh Winds. And this is less committal. This is a smart move by him. Because it puts like the pressure on me here. Now taking a Rummage is fascinating. If I do a Mystic Shot, Oh, this rummage is like really, really risky, right? I have to rummage, don't I? I think you have no choice.
Basically 1/8 gay.
Just lethal? But when he killing strikes, then we lose. Whoa, he's culling striking here? Wait, that seems like a misplay, doesn't it? Am I allowed to rummage? Oh, this is so strange. Wait. I think he has a second culling strike, which means he will get value on it. So I have to use one mystic shot. I can never get it out without one mystic shot. It's actually impossible, I think. It's literally impossible.
Firing.
So we've got him down to 4, but he didn't take it, which means we might not have a choice. This is so strange, dude. Because the only way he can win is if he has two culling strikes. There's the mushrooms. Yeah, there is the mushrooms as well, which makes that play interesting.
Time for a true display of skill.
Because you can go for like one more spell and then try to win with mushrooms instead. Like that works. You just win. What, off of mushrooms? I mean, if he doesn't have 2 culling strikes, he can't win no matter what, guys. We're not... Guys, we don't want to just lose the game to a second culling strike for no reason. Right? It's just not really worth it. That's so strange. I wonder what the correct play there is. It's so weird. Because we needed to get in 1 more damage, right? I don't know, that's so weird. And it's, I mean, I think he definitely can't have the second culling strike at this point.
Charge.
Okay, so what actually is the best play there?